Paul McKenna for PT Boxing. I'm here today with promoter, manager and trainer Dave Coldwell. How are you, Dave? You okay? I'm fine. We're here for the press conference, which is Rumble on the Humber. Luke Campbell against Tommy Coyle. The fans are really looking forward to the fight. Luke's looking forward to the fight, so is Tommy. It's going to be a good fight, Dave, by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a cracking fight. It's great for the city. First press conference, probably about 24 hours notice that they've had, and all the fans turned out today. There's a lot of fans here, so it's and it was a good little atmosphere as well. You know, the press conference had a little bit of needle. I didn't quite expect that as much as what it did do. I think it's a great fight for the city. You know, two fighters fighting for eliminator for a world title in Hull. It's not something that they're used to. It's not something that they're going to get again for a lot of years. So they need to come out and support it. Definitely,
as you've just touched on there yourself, it is most definitely going to be a one-off occurrence. Yeah. This probably isn't going to happen again. So you know that just adds more anticipation to the fight, and people will want to see it more for that reason itself. We've got to wait a while to get this fight. It's not until August the 1st. Eddie's got Paul Smith fighting Andre Ward in just over a week now in America, but then after that, a big card at the Echo Arena, which is featuring one of your fighters in Tony Bellew. He's fighting Lou Bosuda, who's he's not a world beater, but he's a decent fighter, and a fight that you're prepared well for, Dave.
Yeah, Tony's had 6 months out of the ring since Coldwell. He had his filming commitments, doing the new Creed movie, which I think drops in November, end of November. But he's back fully focused on his boxing. He came out to Texas with me because we originally thought we were going to be fighting June 6th. So when I had to go out with Jamie McDonald, Tony came out. We had a good training camp out there. He had some sparring out there, training the heat and everything. So it was a good base foundation for him. Came back over here and been working very hard since. So we're fully focused on Suda, who, like as you say, he's not a world beater, but he's a dangerous opponent. He's a fit opponent, strong game. He's somebody that we wanted that's going to give us 5 to 8 rounds. That's what I would like. I don't want somebody that's just going to fall over in a round or two, because that's not going to do him any good whatsoever. Because like I say, it's been out 6 months. Want to get a feel of the ring again, fight night again, and knock off some ring rust. So I think he's an ideal opponent.
Definitely, yeah. We had the press conference in Liverpool a few weeks back now. Eddie at the time, Tony as well, were talking about the possibility of maybe one more fight after this fight, and then a possible clash for the world title against Joan Pablo Hernandez. Real tough fight, Dave. Tony's never had the easy route, but a fight that you believe and Tony believes that you can come through successful in.
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, ideally we'll get out again after Suda, possibly August. I would like to get a southpaw for that. I've already said who I'd like to get for this fight, and then we're looking at Hernandez towards the end of the year, and Hernandez, he's a good fighter. I rate him as the best in the division. Yeah. Clever fighter. You don't get much more clever than a Cuban boxer, a Cuban southpaw. But it's a fight that we look at and we see that Tony can win. There's a way to beat Hernandez, and I think that Tony can deliver that. It's going to be a great fight. It's going to be an hard fight. It's not a fight where Tony can just stand off and have a look at Hernandez. It's a fight where Tony's going to have to do what he needs to win that fight. I believe he can become world champion. Some fighters get an easy crack. It's all about timing. Sometimes you get a champion that's just not all that. It's just at the time you happen to hold a belt. Then other fighters they get the best man in the divisions. Paul Smith's fighting Andre Ward. He had Arthur Abrams beforehand. Tony's had Stevenson at light heavyweight, and now he's going to have to fight Hernandez or your Hooks or everybody at cruiserweight, Lebedev. They're all good fighters. They're all good champions. They're all legitimate champions. So yeah. Whoever it is that we're fighting for the cruiserweight title, he's going to have earned it. And then when he's fought him, and please God he beats him, and he becomes cruiserweight champion of the world, nobody can say anything about Tony Bellew anymore, because he's gone out there and he's done it, and he's done it the hard way. Definitely,
as you just said, fighting Adonis Stevenson, who's one of the pound best around at the minute as well. Yeah. Joan Pablo Hernandez is promoted by the Sauerlands. Eddie Hearn's got a good relationship with Cal and Nisa. Do you think it's a possibility that you could get that world title fight in the UK?
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I can't see why not.
I've heard Tony speak about it before. You know, he's a big Evertonian.
Yeah.
He'd love that fight at Goodison. I'm not too sure if that could happen, but you know, a big arena, it'd be a big night for boxing.
Yeah, listen, you know, as Tony's trainer, I don't really care where it's at. as long as on the fight night, Tony goes out there and performs how I know he can perform. The things that I'm seeing him do in the gym, things that he's working on, everything's geared towards fighting for a world title and winning a world title.
Yeah.
You know, it has been since day one that we've been working together. You know, and bit by bit things have been slotting into place. He's doing things that I want him to do, and you know, we're all about winning that world title. Nothing else matters.
Definitely. Yeah. Best of luck for Tony. Best of luck for yourself as a trainer and training Tony and any other fighters or anything that you may be doing. And I'll catch up with you before the fight. Thanks a lot for your time, Dave. Thank you.